welcome back to everybody on the Football Zone, and today we are reviewing the Premier League action from this weekend and previewing some of the weekends too, starting with Newcastle 1, Man City 1, Man City held a lead in this game for a long time. Vardy on the 35th minute gave them the lead before Gordon from the spot in the 58th minute made it one apiece, Man City held on. Man City couldn't hold on, sorry. In the end, you'd probably say Newcastle were deserving of their goal. They pushed and eventually got through. Man City probably slightly the better side, but Newcastle, their resilience, got them a really solid point. Moving on into Forest 0, Fulham 1 at the City ground. Chris Wood had a goal disallowed in the 25th minute for offside before Jimenez from the spot in the 51st minute gave Fulham that win. On the whole, I'd say Fulham probably just about deserved the win. A big win for Fulham as well. Forest obviously started the season off strong, but Fulham, really looking like a solid side now. That's a big win for them. I think Forest will be slightly disappointed because I think they probably would have seen this as a game where they could have got a result. I think they will be slightly disappointed with that. Moving on then to Everton, they sealed a massive win at home to Crystal Palace. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. It was Goey in the 10th minute who gave Palace the lead, and then McNeil in the 47th and 54th minute who sealed the win for Everton. Huge turnaround. Palace were probably the better side, but just in the end didn't really create a whole lot. Everton eventually got their reward. And McNeil, is a great player for them. Obviously, he's probably going to be their main hope if they want to really avoid a relegation battle this year. Big win for Everton. Moving on into Chelsea for Brighton 2, a game showcasing the brilliance of Cole Palmer. Really 4 goals for him. But Brighton took the lead. Sancho had a goal disallowed, and Baleba made it 3-2. But the other goals from Cole Palmer. Cucurella also had a goal disallowed in the second half. But Chelsea, I thought, played really well here. Really good going forward, etc., etc. The only concern for me is the goalkeeper. We've seen he kind of got exposed a few times here, Sanchez against his former team. But, a great win for Chelsea, and what a prospect they have in Cole Palmer. The fact that Man City let him go still just seems utterly mental to me. Moving on into Brentford 1, West Ham 1 at the G-Tech Community Stadium. A really interesting game here. And Mbeumo gave Brentford a lead in the first minute. The third game in a row they scored in the first minute, which is pretty incredible. Souček in the 54th minute made it one apiece. In the end, it was quite an intriguing game, I'd say. Not a lot separating the two sides. I think both sides will be relatively content with a point, but at the same time, Brentford and West Ham, I think both want to start converting these draws into wins, really. Moving on into Arsenal, and they sealed a dramatic last-gasp winner to beat Leicester 4-2. In the end, it was a huge win for Arsenal here. Martinelli and Trossard gave them a 2-0 lead in the first half, and from there you thought it'd be a comfortable evening before 2 goals from James Justin made it 2-2 in the 63rd minute. Ndidi, though, with an own goal, and Havertz in the 99th minute, both in stoppage time, sealed the win for Arsenal. And Arsenal, you'd have to say, deserved it. For Leicester, it was going to be a very much smash and grab, but Arsenal dominated the game and in the end got it done. Moving on into Wolves 1, Liverpool 2 at Molineux. I think a positive for Wolves here. They gave probably Liverpool a bigger game than they were probably expecting, but it was Konate just before half-time who gave Wolves the lead, and then we had Ait-Nouri equalising in the 56th minute and Salah from the spot in the 61st minute giving Liverpool the win. Liverpool in the end held on. Not the most convincing of wins, I would say, but a win nonetheless, and that's the most important for them going forward. Moving on then to the Super Sunday action, and Ipswich got a point they can be really proud of. A 2-2 draw at Portman Road against Aston Villa. It was Delap in the 8th minute who gave Ipswich the lead before Rodgers and Watkins made it 2-1 in the first half. But Ipswich showed spirit, and Delap in the 72nd minute got the equaliser. Ipswich in the end, I thought they played really well and maybe could be unlucky not to win the game. Of course, Villa are arguing Morty could be sent off, but they weren't really at the races here, and Ipswich really showed what they can do, proving people wrong consistently. Another good performance from Kieran McKennan's side. Moving on then to a team that didn't have a good performance, and that was Manchester United, thrashed 3-0 at home by Tottenham. They went behind as early as the 3rd minute through Johnson and Fernandes. For me, I'm not sure if it was a red or not, to be fair, in the 42nd minute. But that kind of was the game there, and Kulusevski and Solanke finished off. Could have been more. Werner missed a couple of one-on-ones, but a much needed win for Tottenham. They look really good here, but for Manchester United, questions now seriously have to be asked Ten Hag, surely, because this is as poor as they've looked under. Bournemouth got a comfortable win over Southampton in the Monday Night Football. They raced to a 3-0 lead in a dominant first half. It really was men against boys. Evanson Otara and Semenyo with the goals. Southampton did get one goal back in the second half through Harwood Bellis, but never really looked like doing much. And in the end, a pretty comfortable day for Bournemouth. Yeah, by far the better team, dominated proceedings, and Southampton just 1 point so far. They'll be concerned. But yeah, I thought Bournemouth looked like a really solid side here, and good win from them over the local rivals, really. There's multiple games this week for British clubs in Europe, in the Champions League, one in the EFL Cup and whatever. Starting off with the EFL Cup one, Newcastle Wimbledon obviously had to be rescheduled. Obviously, you'd expect a pretty comfortable win for Newcastle at home, one with probably plenty of changes. Moving on then to the Champions League, Arsenal against PSG, one that I'm really looking forward to. It'll be a good test of Arsenal. I'm expecting Arsenal to probably have slightly too much for PSG at home, but yeah, that should be a really entertaining game. Man City against Bratislava, we saw Celtic thrash them, so yeah, I'll be very surprised with any other result except for a comfortable Man City win from that one. Moving on then to Wednesday's action, Aston Villa against Bayern, and yeah, what a night that'll be under the lights for Villa Park, who've missed this sort of action for so long. Can't wait for that one. That's going to be a really great game. I think, it could be one though where you just feel like Bayern, with the likes of Kane and Elise in that team, may just have a bit too much for Villa. And then moving on then to Tottenham, they're away to Ferencváros in the Europa League. That should be a comfortable win for them. Manchester United probably going to face a slightly tougher challenge in FC Porto coming up, and Chelsea at home again would be a game in the Conference League you would back them to win pretty comfortably. Liverpool, similar story at home in the Champions League to Bologna. I think that's a game that they should
Anyway,
be
guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.